And Your Honor, before we start, in case number 2023 CF 4522AO, Michael L. Reeves, that was the 40-day motion that you denied, but the 33-day motion was also denied. But since you denied the extension for the 40-day motion, the 33-day motion should have been granted. So I reprinted the order.
Okay.
As well as in 2023, 4419AO, Devontae Lee Atkins, you denied the 40-day motion, as well as the 33-day motion, but the 33-day motion should have been granted.
Okay, so you have those for me to sign? Thank you. Anything else?
Nope, that is it.
Okay, thank you.
No. Oh, okay. I was gonna make sure. He's Spanish.
Hello, Cisco Unity Connection Messaging System. From a touch-tone...
Your Honor,
I don't know who we do.
I apologize, but the Spanish, do we have the interpreter? The case, he's a refusal.
Oh, okay, that makes things easier then, because the Spanish interpreter's not answering.
And could we reset for tomorrow, Your Honor? There's actually an offer to resolve his case.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you that, okay. And so PC on the new charge, does he I guess he doesn't qualify for pretrial release. Oh, can't you, just reset it and not waive one or the,
I'm gonna ask to reset.
okay, just reset. We'll deal with it tomorrow. Okay, never mind. I thought we were waiving and resetting, but, okay, do it all tomorrow.
Oh, how are you as well?
All right. Samantha Mock, is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
All right, looks like you're here on an arraignment for a trespass, first-degree misdemeanor. It looks like you have 40 days in jail. What is the offer?
State can make an offer of an adjudication and credit for 40,
And
Right.
she would like to accept and enter plea of no contest.
and there is no return because the area was a stolen vehicle, so.
There is no return.
There is not.
No, there is
No,
no
no return.
return.
Yes.
Got it. I thought that's what you said, but,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so is this your signature here on this plea form? Right here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you reviewed the form. You understand the form has all the rights you're giving up today in exchange for your plea. There's not going to be a trial. We're not going to call any witnesses. You're giving up all those rights when you enter a plea today?
Yes, ma'am. I plead no contest.
All right, I'll accept your plea, impose the following sentence: adjudication, 40 days jail with credit for the 40 days that you served. You have to pay your court costs and the cost of PD. I'll give you 6 months to pay. Good luck to you, ma'am. Emise Kursix? Is it? Are you Miss Kursix?
Yes.
Emise, am I saying your name right, Kursix?
Yeah.
How are you today?
Okay.
All right, you're here in a petty theft. There's probable cause for your charge. What are we doing?
There's no offer, Your Honor.
Come back to
Okay. PC in the affidavit, bonds 250. Thank you, goodbye. Michael Outing?
Your Honor, present, I'm approaching.
Hello, Mr. Outing, how are you?
Hello.
Looks like you failed to appear for misdemeanor. Does he have an offer in this case?
He does, Your Honor. However, he's been found incompetent, so I would ask that you that you stay the bond.
You want me to stay the bond?
I think is it $100?
What does that mean? Just keep the bond the
Oh,
same?
yes, Your Honor.
Oh, just impose the bond and let him go?
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
I don't understand what stay the bond means.
sorry.
It's too professional for me. Stay the bond. Is that like a blanket bond?
No, you're right.
Okay.
We won't be
I
accepting
will
all.
stay the bond. Bond's $100. Thank you, goodbye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Terrence Lee? Are you Mr. Lee?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how are you today, Mr. Lee?
I'm all right.
Okay, is there an offer for him?
Yes, Your Honor, an adjudication and credit for 2.
All right, you're
And
here,
in this case, Your Honor, I'd ask that you set the,
stay the bond?
yes, Your Honor.
All right. So that should be a song, right? An 80s song, Stay the Bond, on the Yacht Club channel. Okay, disorderly conduct, PC in the affidavit, 250 is your bond. Thank you, have a nice day. Goodbye.
Oh,
Henry Caldwell?
He's present, Your Honor.
Hello, Mr. Caldwell. How are you today, sir?
I'm all right, man.
Okay, you're here on a criminal mischief charge. It's PC in the affidavit, $1,000 bond. Anything for him? Nothing? Okay, all right, good luck to you, sir.
They would just ask for a no return,
All right,
UCF.
Criminal mischief.
don't go back to the UCF downtown parking garage. Thank you, goodbye. Guillermo Quinones? Yes, ma'am. All right, hello, sir, how are you?
Fine, yes.
All right, you have a warrant for your arrest on 2 counts. Count 1, aggravated assault. Count 2, criminal mischief assault. Criminal mischief. Your bonds are as follows: 5,000 for count 1 and 1,000 for count 2.
Perfect.
Is there anything else I missed on him? Oh, thank you. No contact, no weapons, no drugs, alcohol. Are we doing a no return too?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
And a no return. Okay. Thank you, goodbye. Marlon Rogers. Hello, sir, how are you?
All right, how about you?
I'm okay, thank you. Looks like you failed to appear for a case and the judge issued a warrant for your arrest on 4 counts, and they want you to be held no bond, so I'm gonna leave that alone, okay? Thank you so much. Good luck to you, sir. Goodbye. James Easton Updike, is that you, sir? Is that you? How are you today?
All right.
Okay. You have 3 charges: theft, possession of marijuana over 20 grams, and resisting an officer without violence. There's probable cause in your affidavit. Your bonds are as follows: 250 on the theft, 1,000 on the marijuana, and 500 on the resisting. That's it. This concludes your hearing. Good luck to you, sir. Miranda Watkins.
Oh, Your Honor, did, you say you were gonna appoint the PD to all cases? I don't know.
I'm going to appoint the PD to all cases this afternoon for purposes of initial appearance. Thank you so much. Miranda Watkins, how are you? Okay. So you have an open case, 2023 CF 4050AO. We'll address that in a minute. You're here on a possession of controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. There's probable cause in the affidavit for your charge. And for this new case, your bonds are as follows: 1,000 for count 1 and 500 for count 2. You also have a warrant for a false imprisonment charge. Your bond on that is $3,000. Is that, no?
I don't have
My-
it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I stuck 2 together again.
Oh, wow.
I have a habit of doing that. I don't know why that happened, but my apologies. You just have this one case, 2023 CF 4050AO. What do you want me to do as far as the old one? Because it is a similar charge, but I'm flexible.
Yes, Your Honor, it's not yet filed, so state would request no action.
There you go. No action on the old case. Thank you so much. Good luck to you, ma'am. Miranda Watkins, this goes with this. Sorry. Stuck them all together, I guess.
Your Honor.
All right. Yes?
Next case should be the Creole, but the Creole, he's medical at this time.
Oh, he's medical.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you want to waive? It's a warrant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Johnny Dudon, 2023 CF 6119AO, has a warrant, false imprisonment and battery, 3,000 on count 1, 750 on count 2. All right.
Is there conditions, Your Honor?
Yeah, no contact, no return, separate residences, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Is it the same charge again? That's what's confusing me. So he has 2 false imprisonments. That's why I was confused. Okay. So 2023 CF 5834AO is what I just addressed. The false imprisonment and the battery with the arrest warrant that Judge Chu signed, that was 3,000 on count one, 750 on count two, no return, no weapons, no contact, no drugs, no alcohol. All that stuff. And now the warrant, thank you, 2023 CF 6119AO, $3,000. Okay, thank you.
Ms. Dumont?
Ariel Dumont, is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm okay.
All right. Oh, this is my case. We have a offer for Miss Dumont.
Yes, Your Honor, as to the 3091 case, the offer was an adjudication credit, no return to target at 3770 North Goldenrod Road. Rest is-
I only have 3091.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have 3091 and 3092.
I waived one,
Oh, okay.
but we weren't appointed to one of the cases.
Gotcha.
So, Your Honor, I'd ask that you appoint us, and I'm gonna enter a plea of not guilty, so they can do a global. She has multiple petty thefts.
What's the other case number?
I think she currently has like 3 or 4 open.
Yep.
Are we
2020.
doing them all right now? But you're doing this one now?
I wasn't gonna resolve it because she has multiple, so I was gonna wait and let them do a global plea, because she has these two that she's being seen here today, plus more. I
I
think
only
it's
see one, but okay. Are they all misdemeanor petty thefts or all misdemeanor?
She's also here for felony thefts as well.
Oh, okay. So why don't you just enter a plea of not guilty and then we'll set this case for trial, okay? All right, so as to 2023 MM 3091AO, the case we have, defendant pleads not guilty, set the case for trial.
Division 61, June 16th at 8:45 in courtroom 7C.
That's me. See you again. What day was that? May?
So my
Oh, June.
is
Oh, I guess I'm busy that day. Bye. See ya in June. All right, Leon Perry, is that you?
Yes.
All right, looks like you have two cases. They're the same charge, MO 470 and MO 378, open container. What are we doing?
And State committed an offer to Mr. Perry on both of them on behalf of the city of an adjudication credit, court costs, and a $10 filing fee on each.
I'd like to accept and enter a plea of no contest.
All right, and you want to enter a plea and on both cases, right?
Yes.
All right, and is this your signature here on this plea form? And you have any questions?
No.
All right, I find you understand the right to giving up today in exchange for your pleas to both these cases. I'll accept your plea and impose the following sentence. As to MO 470AO, adjudication 34 days with credit for the 34 days that you served. And on 2023 MO 378AO, adjudication 1 day jail with credit for the 1 day that you served. You have to pay court costs and the filing fee on both, and I'll give you 6 months to pay.
Okay.
Good luck to you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye. All right, more misdemeanor payables. Travis Allen, is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Allen, how are you today?
All right.
Okay, you have an open case, 2023 MM 2939AO. Did we file on that? It was resisting, and now he's got another one.
Your Honor, there was an offer, but he's been deemed incompetent to proceed in 2022 MM 4447AO, which is still open. So I'd ask that you stay the bond on the new charge and take no action on the out on bond due to.
Okay, your bond is, there's probable cause in your affidavit today in 2023 MM 3188. Your bond's $500 and no action on your open cases. Thank you, goodbye. Annie Britton?
She's present, Your Honor.
Ms. Britton, good afternoon, how are you today?
I'm doing better. Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You're here on a trespass, is there an offer for her?
Yes, Your Honor, a withhold and credit.
All right, do you want to do that?
No, we'd ask for pretrial release. She probably qualified for pretrial diversion.
All right, pretrial release, PC in the affidavit, thank you, goodbye.
Have a blessed day.
Did you see what I said?
Don't go back to that, no return to that address.
That's what
Thank you.
When I try to pull
Jada Collins Smith.
Your Honor, she's a refusal.
Okay, gonna waive. What's the reason for the refusal?
Oh, just refusal.
They just
Oh, I'm
refused,
sorry.
Your Honor.
Refusal is the reason, not what's the reason for the refusal.
Offer?
I'm like, wow, you really want to know a lot of stuff today.
Okay, yeah, I see what
Like, my God, TMI. Okay. Jada Collins Smith refused. We don't care why. We just want you to know that she did. She's not here because she refused. You're gonna waive, yes? You're reading, looking, searching, finding? What do you got? Anything?
to prove,
Yes?
I don't know. Okay, so Your Honor, I was discussing the entering or maintaining a place for prostitution. I guess my argument would be as to PC that this was, it appears, a controlled call where she was, they agreed to meet at the hotel or county inn. And we were discussing whether it states that the defendant must have established, owned, maintained, or operated any place, structure, or building for the purposes of lewdness or prostitution. And based on what I was reading from the statute, it was my understanding that it is if you owned or maintained any type of, let's just say, a house or a business where you ran prostitution out of, was my understanding, but I'm not sure if that's true. That's what me and the state were discussing. That was the PC argument that I had.
Did you want to respond, or do you want me to just make a ruling?
Your Honor, state's only argument was it's to establish, own, maintain, operate, and she established a hotel room to engage in this prostitution act, so state would argue that it's enough for PC, just at this time.
Okay. There's probable cause in the affidavit. It's sufficient.
And I
Bonds
will
are-
waive, sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Now you waive. Bonds are 500 and 100. Thank you. Acosta Caridad. Oh, no, sorry, that's the PD. Sorry. Kevin DeRice.
Yes,
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Okay, you have an open case, 2023 MM 702 in Osceola, and I won't take any action on that today. And you have one count of exposure. There's probable cause in the affidavit. Is there an offer for him?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, $500 bond, PC in the affidavit, no action on the Osceola misdemeanor. Thank you, goodbye.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, goodbye. Charles Godwin? Is that you? How are you doing today?
Doing good, and yourself?
I'm wonderful, thanks for asking. Is there an offer on his trespass?
No, Your Honor, it's a true victim case.
It's a what?
True victim case.
Oh, okay. All right, there's probable cause in the affidavit. Your bond's set at $250. Good luck to you, sir. No return to the scene. Thank you, goodbye. Lewis, yes?
Gonzalez, madam, is a refusal.
Refusal.
Gonzalez, madam.
Okay, waive?
No,
Trespass?
reset for tomorrow, Your Honor.
Reset for tomorrow. Oy, oy, oy. He'll be in the morning and tomorrow, though, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Carlton Jackson? Is that you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you today? Are you doing all right? Mr. Jackson, how are you?
Yes, ma'am, I'm doing all right.
Okie dokie. All right, you're here on a trespass. Is there an offer for him?
Yes, Your Honor, state conveyed an offer of an adjudication, credit for 2, and no return to the CVS.
Okay, you want to accept that offer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and please. All right, and you understand you're giving up all your rights, your right to a trial. Is that a new blazer? You're giving up all your rights today, your right to a trial, your right to call witnesses. You're giving up all those rights when you enter a plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and this is your signature on the plea form that has all those rights you're giving up. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any questions, sir?
Oh, yeah, that means I'm going home, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I find you understand the rights you're giving up today. I'll accept your plea and impose the following sentence: adjudication, 2 days jail with credit for the 2 days you served, and don't go back to that CVS. Thank you, goodbye. You have 6 months to pay your court costs. Thank you. Ronald Jackson? Hello, Mr. Jackson, how are you? I'm wonderful. You're here on a trespass. There's PC in the affidavit, and the bond is 500. Do we have an offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, state did convey an offer of an adjudication credit for 2 and no return to the Wawa.
Okay, you want to accept that offer? Adjudication, 2 days jail, credit for the 2 days that you served, then don't go back to the Wawa, right? All right, you have to answer out loud. Is this your signature?
Ma'am.
And you understand all the rights you're giving up today? Anybody force you to do this? And you had a full conversation with your lawyer, right? All right, I find you understand the rights you're giving up today. I'll accept your plea. Adjudication, 2 days jail with credit for the 2 days you served. And don't go back to the Wawa. You have 6 months to pay your costs. Good luck to you. Thank you. Goodbye. Karima Lagrier?
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, Your Honor.
How are you?
Okay.
All right, you're here on a failure to appear, and your bond is set at $1,000. Is there an offer for her today?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, don't miss your court date in the future, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, goodbye. Shantavia Williams?
Present.
Okay, hi, Ms. Williams, how are you today? All right, looks like you're here because you failed to appear for a misdemeanor court date for a petty theft you have, and now the bond is $1,000. Is there an offer for her? No?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, don't miss your court date, okay? You're gonna get bond out and go to your court date, okay? Thank you, goodbye. Chance
Yes, Your
Biles
Honor.
Johnson.
Biles Johnson is a refusal.
He's a refusal. Waive,
Reset, Your Honor.
reset. Mhm. Carl Jones. Hello, Mr. Jones.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay.
All right. What is it? Adjudication, credit time served?
Yes, Judge.
All right. You want to resolve your case, accept the state's offer, 2 days jail with credit for the 2 days you served, yes?
Yes.
You're going to sign that plea form, and do you have any questions?
No.
You understand you're giving up all your rights today in exchange for your plea? There's not going to be a trial. We're not going to call any witnesses. You're giving up all these rights and some appealable rights when you enter a plea, right?
Yes.
And this form that they're handing up to me, that form has all the rights you're giving up that I just went over with you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And is that your signature?
Yes.
Have any questions for me?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
All right. All right, I find you understand the rights you're giving up today. I'll accept your plea. Adjudication, 2 days jail with credit for the 2 days you served. You'll have 6 months to pay your costs. Good luck to you. Thank you so much.
See ya.
Schutz, Whitney Schutz.
He has an
That-
open warrant for VOP also, Your Honor.
Oh, he does?
Defendant our shoots.
He has a what?
He has an open warrant for Escambia County for VOP.
Okay, I don't have that.
It's just some extra notes.
Okay.
They do an offer, he has a VOP out.
All right, you want to plea this out today? Accept the state's offer. It's an adjudication, 2 days jail with credit for 2 days you served, right, state?
Yes, Judge.
All right, and do you understand when you enter a plea, you're giving up all your rights, your right to a trial, your right to call witnesses, your right to make the state prove the case against you beyond all reasonable doubts. You're giving up these rights and some appealable rights when you enter a plea to the charge. Do you understand that? You have any questions?
Well,
All right, and that plea form, who's got it? Who's going to bring it to me?
Yes.
Don't drink in the park anymore.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, is this your signature?
ma'am.
Okay, you understand the form you signed, it has all the rights I just went over with you? You have any questions? Do you have any questions? Okay, I find you understand the rights you're giving up today. I'll accept your plea, impose the following sentence: adjudication, 2 days jail with credit for the 2 days that you served. You have 6 months to pay your court costs. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, Acosta bonded,
Acosta bonded, okay.
Ellington bonded,
Ellington bonded,
Malanche bonded,
Malanche bonded,
Mackenzie is present.
Mackenzie. Hello, ma'am, how are you?
Fine.
Oh, you failed to appear on a driving with a suspended license charge. And now the court is asking that you be held no bond until your court date on this charge. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Oh, wait, Your Honor, there is an offer.
Oh, yes.
On 2009, failure to appear is an adjudication and credit.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't even catch that. Okay. 2009.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't want her sitting here.
I forgot. And plus, I don't even have that car anymore. I'm in Polk County now. I forgot all about that. I really did.
And it's an adjudication credit time, so she would like to accept it as a plea of no contest.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you want to enter a plea? There's not going to be a trial. We're not going to call any witnesses. You're giving up all these rights and some appealable rights when you enter a plea to this charge. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, I find you understand the rights you're giving up. Did she go over the DWS that if you get 3 of these in 5 years, you lose your license for 5 years, you become a habitual traffic offender? You understand that?
Yes.
This is one of those enhanceable charges. You understand that? Okay, you still want to enter a plea today?
Yes.
Is that a question? You don't have to.
No bond.
What?
No.
You know what? You don't have to. You can have your lawyer ask me for other alternatives, like, does she qualify for pretrial release? Like a ROR, to come back and fight the charge. But if you miss your court date again, they're gonna definitely KPS you no bond again. So, I mean, there's risks. This is what your lawyer would tell you.
Yes.
Yes.
Your Honor, she'd asked for an ROR to.
Are you gonna come back?
Yes, I can come back.
Because the problem is you KPS'd how many years? 13, 14 years ago?
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't come back, we're gonna have a problem. I won't have any problems. I'll still have the same problems I always have, but you're gonna have a new one.
Okay. Yes, I'll come back.
Okay.
And Your Honor, just for the record, under State v. Norris, it can't be changed.
Why?
A failure to appear cannot be changed by another judge unless that judge gives permission. much
Oh,
like
okay. Who's
other
Division
one.
81? Oh, he gives me permission. Okay, ROR on Miss McKenzie, and he gives me permission. Thank you, goodbye.
Your Honors, Sanford is bonded.
Sanford bonded.
Yes, Sanford bonded.
Yeah, when you get out, you can call.
Okay.
Thank you.
Don't, listen to me. Don't miss your court date.
I'm not.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay.
D'Angelo Montilla Alston.
Hi.
It's Alston.
Good morning.
He's walking around with a clipboard in the hallway. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
Good afternoon. All right, looks like you have an open case for possession of MDMA. We'll address that in a minute. You have a new case with 4 counts. There's probable cause in the affidavit for these counts. They are as follows. I'll give you the charge and the bond at the same time. Possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond. Loitering, $500. Petty theft, $500. Resisting, $500. What should we do with the open case?
State would request no action and would request a no return on the new law.
Is the open case filed on?
Yes.
Is it? I didn't check it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna revoke ROR and set a bond in that case. So your bond in your old case, the case was filed.
They haven't filed charges on it.
They did. That's what they're telling me. They did file. So I'm revoking your ROR and I'm setting a bond for $1,000. So you have $1,000 bond now in 2023 CF 1298 AO.
Or 28.
I'm sorry. 23 CF 6127 AO. That's the case number on the open case. Did I have it right the first time? Okay. 2023 CF 1298 AO is the open case filed on possession of MDMA that you were ROR'd on. I just revoked the ROR and I imposed a bond on that old case of $1,000. And now I already addressed your new case with the bonds. Good luck to you, sir. No return. Esmeralda Alvarado?
Oh, she says she has Mr. Hornsby as her lawyer.
Okay. And is he gonna come at 1:30? Is he coming?
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, if Mr. Hornsby shows up at 1:30, which I imagine we'll probably still be here, we'll call you, I guess we can call you back up, but right now, we're gonna address your case. There's probable cause in, well, there's probable cause in the warrant by Judge Chu. He reviewed the case. There's 3 counts: robbery by sudden snatching, aggravated assault with a firearm, and grand theft. These all have bonds, right, right, State?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so at 8,000 for count 1, 8,000 for count 2, and 1,000 for count 3, and no return, no contact with the victim. Is there anything else that I should impose?
State would also ask for no weapons.
No weapons, all right. And then there's another case, 23 CF 5719, an attempted robbery as well. And that was also by warrant through Judge Chu. And on that case, the bond will be 5,000, same conditions, no return, no weapons, and no contact with the victim. Did I miss anything?
No, Judge.
Okay. All right, and if Mr. Hornsby shows up, I'm happy to address your case again with him. Thank you, goodbye.
Thank you. Is it mine?
Oh, no.
Frederick Ards, is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And he
All right.
qualifies for pretrial release, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ards, there's probable cause in your affidavit. Any objection to pretrial release?
No, Judge, no objection.
All right, I'll allow pretrial release on both counts. No contact. Oh, no, hold on. Sorry. No conditions. Thank you, bye. Danny Baldwin?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Baldwin, how are you?
All right, how you doing there, ma'am?
Okay. You're here on 3 counts. There's probable cause in your affidavit. For the charges, possession of methamphetamine, 1,000 is your bond. No motor vehicle registration is $100 bond, and possession of drug paraphernalia is $100 bond. This concludes your hearing. Thank you. Goodbye. Dwight Beecham.
Approaching, Your Honor.
Mr. Beecham, how are you?
All right, how you doing, ma'am?
I'm okay. You have a bunch of charges. Let's see, I count 7 on page 1. 7 charges by warrant. They are as follows, with the bonds already indicated by Judge Johnson. Count 1, trafficking in methamphetamine greater than 200 grams with a weapon, $500,000 bond. Possession of firearm by a convicted felon, $4,000 bond. Possession of ammunition by a convicted felon, $4,000 bond. Battery on a law enforcement officer, $2,500 bond. Count 5, resisting with violence, $1,000 bond. Count 6, possession of drug paraphernalia, $500. And count 7, resisting without violence, $500. Your total bond is $512,500.
And Your Honor, State did file an information. So State would just ask that you set bond. Out of the 7 charges, we filed 5. We filed the trafficking in meth, so count 1, so State would ask that stay. We filed possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, so count 2, State would ask that you stay that. Count 3, we fired Bat Leo, so count 4, State would ask that you stay the bond there. Count 4 was resisting with, so count 5, and possession of drug paraphernalia 6, so State would ask for an ROR on 3 and 7, as we did not file charges as to those.
Count 6 you filed as well?
Yes, we filed 1, 2, 4, 5, and
So
6.
just 3 and 7 ROR?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so ROR on 3 and 7. Thank you. Thank you, goodbye.
Your Honor, Benjamin is a refusal.
Defense will waive.
Okay. Okay. Sean Benjamin, 2 counts, possession of methamphetamine and petty, A, theft. PC in the affidavit, $5,000 to count 1 and $250 on the theft. Don't go back to the Walgreens. Thank you. Goodbye.
State would request no action, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah. What do you want me to do on the 23 CF 3524AO?
It's not yet filed, so no action.
No action since it's not filed yet. Okay, thank you, State. Derwin Derek Burson.
Your Honor, he bonded.
Okay. Kiambe Bingham. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. All right, you have an open case with Mr. Andrade. Did you call Mr. Andrade while you were here?
I was not able, my phone doesn't work, my phone number that they gave me didn't work for any local calls.
All right. You're here on a battery on a law enforcement officer and possession of cannabis less than 20 grams is probable cause in your affidavit. Your bonds are as follows: $2,500 on count 1 and $500 on count 2. And what do you want me to do with this open battery case?
Your Honor, it was recently sent to PTD a few days ago. PTD, I'm assuming, is going to kick it out, so state would request no action and let PTD handle it.
Okay. No action on the open case. Thank you. Goodbye. Ruben Caraballo.
Your Honor, he bonded.
Okay.
Andre Christopher is a refusal.
Okay. Waive.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Andre Christopher, 3 counts on case number 23 CF 6103AO. PC in the affidavit, count 1, 1,000, count 2, 500, count 3, 500, and on his 2021 CF 289, violation of probation out of county warrant, he's being held no bond. And I think that's it, yes. Colette Coleman, is that you?
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm well, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you for asking. Looks like you're here on a grand theft of a motor vehicle. There's probable cause in the affidavit, and your bond is set at 1,000. Is the MM 256 filed on?
No, Your Honor.
It's not filed on?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, no action on the open case. Thank you, goodbye.
One moment, Your Honor.
Passenger.
Yeah.
Engine punched or anything crazy? Yeah, go ahead and start arguing.
Yeah. Your Honor, I just asked that instead of the grand theft of a motor vehicle of third degree, that you find PC for a trespass, being that Ms. Coleman was a passenger in the vehicle and not the actual driver. It appears that it was Reginald Jackson who was the driver of the vehicle. She was merely a passenger.
Your Honor, within the affidavit, it doesn't state there's anything that would lead Ms. Coleman to knowing that the vehicle was stolen. There was no punched ignition or using a USB to start the vehicle. So given that she is the passenger, say there's no objection to you finding PC for a trespass of a conveyance.
Okay. PC for a trespass.
And Madam Clerk, I'll get you a statute, 1 second.
And you want me to, does that mean you want me to lower the bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
$500. Willie Dace.
And Madam Clerk, that'd be 810.08 sub 1-6.
Amazing. That's really nice. I mean, that's a breath of fresh air. Okay. Willie Dice, is that you?
Days.
Days, how are you, sir?
Finding yourself.
All right, thank you. You are here because you failed to appear for a case, possession of controlled substance, and now the judge wants you to be held no bond until you see him or her, okay? Thank you. Goodbye. I lost my paper clip. Robert Dennis, is that you, sir? How are you? You're here on a possession of cocaine. There's probable cause in the affidavit. Your bond is set at $1,000. Good luck to you, sir. Verdi Destinobles. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, Ms. Destinobles, you have an open case we'll address in a minute. Right now, you're here on a trafficking in amphetamines, $100,000 bond, probable cause in your affidavit, and your old open case, 2023 CF 527AO. State, what's the status? Is it filed on?
I don't even have that, 527AO?
Yeah, it must be, because it was January 12th was the date of the arrest. Also, she had a fleeing and eluding, January 12th. One is in Division 11, one is Division 20. I'm going to revoke bonds on both and no bonds on these old open cases. Okay, thank you.
Have an open case on him?
Just an open, 2 of them.
I don't see.
52, you said it was 527.
2023 CF 52780, and let me pull the other one is,
Oh, 527.
one moment, let me pull up my clerk.
I see.
Let me know when you're ready.
I was just making sure I could find it, Your Honor. I don't. Okay, I see it now.
Good? Yes?
Thank you.
Are we all on the same page? Okay. Eric Drummer? Mr. Drummer, good morning, good afternoon, how are you?
Okay.
All right, let's see what you have, Mr. Drummer. Looks like you have a grand theft by warrant. Your bond is set at $500. Thank you.
The state would just ask for a no return.
No return. Thank you. Good luck to you. Cameron Givens Gilliard. Cameron Victorian Givens Gilliard.
Your Honor, we don't have that on our docket.
The inmate number is 23011988.
Bonded.
Bonded. Michael Gray,
Yes, ma'am.
how are you, sir?
I'm all right.
Okay. You're here on 2 counts, possession of cocaine and resisting. There's probable cause in your affidavit for these counts. It's a resisting without violence. Your possession of cocaine bond is $1,000 and your resisting without violence is a $500 bond. Good luck to you, sir. Bianca Guerrero?
Approaching, Your Honor.
Ms. Guerrero, good afternoon. How are you today?
Good, you?
You have some open cases. I'm going to address them in a minute. First, I have 23C0572AO, loitering. Are we, I don't know, I'm going to bother asking you. You guys have nothing?
Not at this time, Your Honor,
Okay.
due to it
All right,
coming in with
thank
the other
you. I guess
case.
I did ask. Your bond's $500. There's probable cause in the affidavit for the loitering.
None.
Then
On the-
2023 CF 6107AO, possession of cocaine.
Your Honor,
Yeah,
I don't see in the affidavit where the drugs were tested. I see where the item, she was searching to arrest a small white crack cocaine piece, but no indication that the actual drugs were tested, so I'd argue no PC to the possession charge.
any response?
Your Honor, state would ask for an ROR.
I'm sorry, what?
State would ask for an ROR, so it can be tested by FDLE.
Okay, so we'll do ROR on 23CF6107AO. She's got a bond on the 23CO572AO. And what about these 2 new cases from November?
The prostitution case is on PTD. Given this new law, loitering for an unlawful purpose, since it's common, I'm assuming PTD is going to kick her out. The possession of cocaine has been filed, and it's currently set for pretrial in about 2 weeks.
Okay, and what do you want me to do?
Given that we did not find PC for the new cocaine, state would ask that you take no action on her out-on-bond cocaine.
Okay, no action. All right, thank you. That was a close one. Harper, Mr. Harper, is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, oof, 7 prior driving with suspended convictions. And you have another one. Okay, you're a super duper DW habitual everything, traffic violator. Bond is $2,500. Let's see what else is going on in this pile. All right, you have a burglary and a grand theft of the 3rd degree open. What's going on with that open case?
State has not yet filed, so would request no action.
Okay, so no action on your open cases, and that's it. Did I miss anything?
There's one more for Mr. Harper, the controlled substance and paraphernalia.
Oh, thank you. All right, and 2023 CF 6106AO, 2 counts, possession of drug equipment and possession of controlled substance without prescription. There's PC in the affidavit for both. count 1, 100, count 2, 1,000. Okay, thank you. Good luck to you, sir. Harp, Jared Harp?
Yes, ma'am.
No, is that you, Mr. Harp?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, let's talk about your first case, because your old case is with me. Jared Harp. Your new arrest affidavit has probable cause for 4 of the following counts with the following bonds: destroying and renumbering evidence, probable cause $1,000. Possession of cannabis less than 20 grams, probable cause $500. Resisting an officer without violence, probable cause $500, and then possession of alcohol, $500 bond. That's your new case. Your old case is a trespass case. Did you file on it? It's March 30th, so maybe you didn't?
On the trespass, it has not yet been filed, and on the sale and delivery, that has not yet been filed either. It was less
All
than a
right,
month
so I
ago.
won't take any actions on, oh, and then this is another case. Okay.
Yeah, yes,
well,
here's
they're-
another.
why did they separate?
Your Honor, did you stay the bond at 10,000 on count 1?
That's one we're getting to.
Oh, okay,
We
I
haven't
just
done
make
that one yet.
Okay, so on 2023 CF 6135AO, you have 4 more counts: possession of cocaine with intent to sell 1,000 feet from conveyance or business, $10,000 bond; possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond; destroying evidence, $1,000 bond; and introducing contraband into a detention facility, $1,000 bond. Okay. I got everything. Okay, good luck to you, sir. Thank you, bye.
Your Honor, Hawkins bonded.
Hawkins Joseph bonded. Thank you.
We have Henry as a refusal.
Okay, Henry is a refusal. Waive?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mhm.
2023 CF 6116AO, 3 counts, probable cause, trespass, $1,000, burglary, $150, possession of cocaine, $150, and then he has an out-of-county warrant with a $550 bond. That's it. Thank you. And Jacob Huzenga, is that you? No. He bonded?
We don't have that.
It's 2301-1992.
Oh, I'm sorry. The person we just had, I think they're out on bond. I'm sorry. What was the number again, Ms. Hand?
2301-1992.
Bonded. Let me see. We didn't do Reginald Jackson. All right, I'm sorry. I'm way off. Okay. Thank you. We're good.
Okay. Mr. Jackson?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Jackson. Thank you for your patience. How are you?
Making it.
Okay. Looks like you have a few open cases. I'm going to address them in a minute. And in the meantime, it looks like you have case number 2023 CF 6101AO, possession of cocaine. There's probable cause in the affidavit. Your bond's set at $1,000. And your open cases, let's see what's going on. 2023 CT 2162AO. And, oh, these are all relatively new. We have 3.
We have filed on the 3376, the petty theft 2 prior, and the Dwellis has been filed by citation. However, there's no information yet as to the 5200 case.
Okay, what do you want me to do with the one that you filed on?
Given that it's a petty theft and a Dwellis and not drug-related, state would request no action.
You don't think the petty theft is related to the drugs?
Not directly, no, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so no action on your open cases. Thank you, goodbye. Lorenzo Johnson. Hello, how are you?
Hanging in there, Judge.
Okay. Looks like you missed a court date. That's not good, because now you're being held no bond on your two charges in case number 9253AO, okay? All right, good luck to you. Nicole Alicia Carrick. Hello, how are you?
And thank you. How are you?
Okay. Looks like you have an open case. I'll address that in a minute. In the meantime, you have possession of controlled substance by warrant, and your bond is set at $1,000. What are we doing with 2022 CF 8708AL? Same charge.
And that one has been filed, Your Honor.
Okay. Do we know what judge it is?
Judge Wooten.
Is this a third-degree felony?
It is.
All right, I'm going to
I signed my plea agreement on the 26th of May.
I'm going to revoke your bond in your old case. Thank you, goodbye.
Your Honor,
Yep.
I was checking the dates. Did you look at the dates? Yes.
The out on bond was 7/26.
But the new charge,
22. The out on bond is 2022.
Yeah, or 2021, I thought. It's open and old.
5415, 1 second.
it looks like it was prior.
Talk to her.
So,
This one was December of 22.
so she wasn't out on bond. She out on? I'm sorry, it's been a long day.
All right.
I was trying to make sure she
Yeah, I
wasn't
hear
out
you.
on bond.
The out on bond was 7 of July of 22. This one was December of 22.
Okay, just want to make sure.
In the meantime,
You, revoked, correct?
I did.
You did.
I didn't do that a lot, but I just did it. Only took till Wednesday. Hey, I don't have, oh, this is a KPS,
Let
never
the
mind.
attorney know to file a motion.
All right, well, maybe I do need the affidavit. This is, okay, is this Mr. Kelly? All right.
And
So, Mr. Kelly, 2023 CF 5130AO, you have a KPS.
Your Honor, an information's been filed. That's why it's in KPS. May counsel approach briefly?
Yeah. It's a KPS, but it's the same case.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were.
I don't have an affidavit, it's no bond, but it's a KPS. What's going on? What? Oh, okay. Mhm. 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 So this is a second with the same?
No.
No? This is the same case, okay. Okay, so what do you want me to do? Yeah. What's a high bond? What are you recommending? Okay, so, let's give me some of the, factual basis that makes your argument. Mhm. 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 What's the threat? What's the credible threat? What was the actual threat? How? Any specific? Okay. Mm-mm. Mhm. 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 Okay. Okay, so what's your bond recommendation? so the 2, 3, and 4s are F1s? M1s. Count one, so 3 M1s and 1 F3? Okay. So I'm thinking 50, and then 1, 1, and 1, with no contact, no weapons. What else? Is that 2? No return to residence or work. Any comments? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll do 25. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Kelly, you're here on case number 2023 CF 5130AO. You have 4 counts. Aggravated stalking is count 1. Count 2, 3, and 4 are sexual cyber harassment. Your bonds are as follows. This was charged with a warrant. The state, you said file. You filed on these charges already?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so your bonds are as follows. On count 1, aggravated stalking with credible threat, your bond is $25,000. Counts 2, 3, and 4 are $1,000, $1,000, $1,000. There's no contact with the victim, no return to her residence or her workplace, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, no cyber contact either. Nothing with the victim. Do not type her name into any computer. Do not say her name out loud. Thank you. Goodbye. Matthew Krasinski?
Yes.
All right, sir, you're here because you failed to appear on felony possession case. Your bond is set at $1,500. Good luck to you, sir. Summer Leach? Thank you. All right, Ms. Leach, it looks like you have a couple of cases here. Possession of fentanyl, PC in the affidavit, your bond's $1,000. You also have some traffic infractions and a driving with a suspended license charge. On the DWLS, there's probable cause in the affidavit. Your bond on the DWLS charge is $500, and your grand theft charge is a $1,000 bond, and there's PC in the affidavit for that as well. This concludes your hearing. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Oh, wait.
I believe
don't
that
have a
was
grand
Mr. Lewis, the grand theft. Did you get him stuck?
Oh, hold on. I did it again. Leach, sorry, that's not your, it's but the guy behind you. His papers are creeping up on me. All right, so Summer Leach, I just have your DWLS, $500, and your possession of fentanyl and your traffic infractions. We
Your Honor,
did
she
that.
qualifies for pretrial release.
Oh, great. Pretrial release, no objection from the state. Thank you, bye.
Your Honor, Lewis bonded.
Oh, okay, who responded? Even better. Gilbert Maldonado, is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm wonderful, thank you. You're here on a warrant for your arrest on 2 counts, scheme to defraud and defrauding a financial institution. Your bonds are $10,000 each. Good luck to you, sir. Keith Markland.
Your Honor, he's medical.
Defense will waive.
Okay. PC in the affidavit, 4 counts, possession of fentanyl, 1,000, possession of cocaine, 1,000, possession of cannabis, less than 20 grams, 250, possession of drug paraphernalia, 500. Thank you. Maria Niculescu, is that you? Good afternoon, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Okay. You failed to appear for a case involving a grand theft, and now you're being held no bond because you didn't appear, okay?
Yes, because I explained.
Have your lawyer set the case in front of the judge who issued the capious and said you should be held no bond, and tell your lawyer to argue whatever you need to argue as soon as possible, okay? She's gonna help you get that done, okay? Right? Yes?
Yeah, okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, I saw it.
Pitts, Kayon's Pitts, is that you?
Your Honor, I have PC. Yes, that's it.
You have what?
PC challenge.
Okay, let's do it.
Case, that's it. I'm gonna let the attorney know to file a motion. Go ahead. Your Honor, based on the four corners of this affidavit, it does not indicate any crime therein. In order to have the burglary of an occupied dwelling, there must be an intent to commit a crime therein outside of the burglary or a trespass. And based on here, all we have is my client inside of, it states that he cut the screen patio to get into the residence. However, there's no indication that there was a crime that was committed therein.
And Your Honor, state already saw this and agrees with defense. State would ask for a trespass in a occupied structure, which would be 810.08 sub or dash 8.
So, hold on a second. Okay, so you both,
He cuts the screen to enter the screen, or he
so,
cuts the screen to enter the porch.
right, so he cuts the screen, right? And so when he's cutting the screen, he's not on their property?
He is in the property, however, there was no like locked fence or anything for that then to be a crime therein. There's no crime therein. Him cutting the screen, the officer writes as a criminal mischief, which in and of itself is a criminal mischief, but it wouldn't be a crime therein for the burglary, because that is how he committed the burglary. Just like if you kick down a door, the breaking of the door, you can't use that as a criminal mischief for a crime therein. You would then have to do something once you got within the residence.
Okay, well, that's fine. So you want me to give him ROR him or you want me to give him a bond for the criminal mischief? Is that what you're asking? And then ROR him on count one?
He's asking that you find the lesser included of trespass and an occupied structure, which is 810.
You want me to find trespass on the burglary?
Yes.
And how is that gonna happen? What is he cut the screen and did he go?
That would just be the second count, the criminal mischief.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just reading this and listening to your arguments and.
I was trying to find the case law that I provided before to the state, Your Honor. Based on the case law, it stated that the entering into the residence is part of the burglary, so there must be a separate offense that is committed therein.
Right. So I guess I'm in the curtilage space? Like he enters curtilage, commits the crime of criminal mischief, and so isn't that a burglary?
If that's.
But I don't want to make your argument, that's how I read it. He entered curtilage and committed criminal mischief, and that's a burglary.
If that's how you read it, Your Honor, per the case law that defense previously.
Yeah, I haven't been studying the case law all morning. I've been here with you. But, and then you asked me, so that's why I'm getting confused, because you asked me to find the trespass, which is the curtilage.
Well, he's actually in the screened porch at that point.
So he went in. So he cuts it and then goes in, and that's the trespass you want me to find?
For my reading, Your Honor, yes.
Okay.
They were inside her enclosed patio.
Okay, all right, that's fine. You're bringing the charges. So on the trespass, I'll find that there's probable cause for a trespass, $500 bond. On the criminal mischief, $500 bond. Anything else?
Would ask for no contact, no return.
No contact, no return. And now, do we want to talk about his two open cases? One being a trespass on a conveyance? What did you file on that one?
On the felony, that has not yet been filed, and on the misdemeanor, 282.
Oh, so the other one is an armed trespass in a conveyance.
Yes, Your Honor. On the felony, that has not yet been filed. However, on the Misdemeanor that has been filed.
Okay, so the trespass in a conveyance, 2023 MM 2872AO, that has been filed on, correct? I'm going to revoke your bond on that case. And no action on the other cases. Thank you, goodbye.
What was the statute? I didn't get
Um,
81008.
81008-8, and it should be trespass occupied structure.
Cortella, is that you? All right, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm very good, thank you for asking. All right, Mr. Portella, you have 2 counts, possession of firearm and ammunition by a convicted felon. There's probable cause in the affidavit for both counts. It's filed by a warrant. Your bonds are as follows, $5,000 and $5,000. This concludes your hearing. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, goodbye. Javante Porter, is that you? Hello, Mr. Porter, how are you? All right, Mr. Porter, you're here on 4 counts. Aggravated assault with a firearm, these are bondable, yes? Oh, no, the count 2 I was gonna ask you is no bond, correct?
They're all bondable. It's an F3, F2, M1, F2. So 2 and 4 are F2s, but they're
all bondable.
They're all
That's
bondable.
the question I had. I thought 2 would not be, but I guess I was wrong again. Okay, count 1, aggravated assault with a firearm, $10,000 bond. Count 2, aggravated battery with a firearm, $10,000 bond. Count 3, unlawful discharge of a firearm, $500 bond. And count 4, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, $5,000 bond. No contact with the victim, no return, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Good luck to you. Romano, Modestino Romano. Hello, sir, how are you?
Fine, you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. You're here on 2 charges, possession of methamphetamine, MDMA, ecstasy. There's probable cause in the affidavit, bond is $2,000. Possession of cannabis, less than 20 grams, probable cause in the affidavit, your bond is $1,000. Good luck to you, sir. Irvin Royale. How are you, sir?
Fine, ma'am.
You failed to appear on a 3rd-degree misdemeanor for possession of controlled substance, and now the judge has issued a warrant for your arrest and wants you to be held no bond. So now you have to sit here until you see the judge, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, goodbye. Francis Schaefer, is that you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Schaefer, you have a few things here. Sale, delivery of fentanyl by warrant and possession of fentanyl by warrant. Your bonds are $50,000 each. Then you have another case, 23 CF 6083. Sale or delivery of cocaine and possession of cocaine by warrant. Count 1, 1,500. Count 2, 1,000. Thank you. Good luck to you, sir. Jamal Thompson.
Right here, Your Honor.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. You have a couple cases here. The first one is CF 6111, burglary of an occupied structure and petty theft. PC in the affidavit, $5,000 bond for the burglary, $100 for the petty theft. You have a failure to appear on a trespass and loitering or prowling. Your trespass is a $500 bond, and your loitering, the judge allowed ROR. I think that's it for you. Good luck to you,
I
sir.
understand we asked for a no return to that Publix and no contact with victims or witnesses.
No contact with the victims, no return to that Publix. Thank you. Nicholas Truglia, here comes somebody into the window. Okay. Mr. Truglia, how are you?
Good, how are you?
All right, is this somebody you know?
That's my father.
Okay. You're here on a possession of a weapon or ammunition by the state delinquent. There's PC in the affidavit, and your bond is set at $1,000. You also have 4 counts in CF 6096, 4 fraud counts. Your bonds are $1,500 for count 1, and then $150 for the remaining 2, 3, and 4 counts. And let's see, I think that concludes your hearing, but since your father's here, I'll hear it. Do you want to say anything, Father?
No, I was just going to say something about the first count, I think, of possession of a firearm.
Yeah.
He was sent from New York to stay with me for probation, and I didn't know the rules, so the federal probation officer came in and said, well, are there any guns in the house? And I said, well, they're only hunting rifles. He said, well, they have to be removed before he can stay. So I moved them to a storage unit. Well, apparently there was some ammunition. I mean, I had no idea. I feel guilty over it. I mean, I could easily have taken the ammunition away.
Did you call the state attorney's office and talk to them about your issue and state, do you want me to lower the bond? Do you have an objection to me lowering the bond? Because I imagine that's what he's asking.
You know, I'm sorry, I can barely hear you. I heard you before.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, now I hear you.
All right. State, do you have any objection to me lowering the bond? Because I imagine what he's asking me is, I'm trying to understand what the question is in the statement, and I imagine his question is, would I consider lowering the bond? Because that was a $5,000 bond I imposed.
Right.
And he's telling me it's his ammunition and that he went through a whole rigmarole. The probation officer came, they put away the hunting rifles. He did what they said. The son came to visit, stay with him. They're trying to do the right thing. And because of all that, he didn't realize, no one ever said the ammunition counts too. I don't know how we're here, but so do you, I think he's asking me if I would lower the bond. Other than that, I don't know.
I thought you said it at 1,000. Did you set it at 5?
I thought I said 5, but 1,000 sounds much better.
I thought you said it at 1.
Did I say
However,
1?
state would not ask that you lower any more than that. He's on federal probation, and he was staying in a room where there was multiple calibers of ammunition found within the room.
Not in his room.
According to the search warrant,
It's not his room, I guarantee you that. That's a false statement.
I did 5,000. I thought I did
Absolutely
5,000.
false.
I did? Okay. All right, so I'm going to leave it then, because that's, look at that.
You did 1,000?
Oh, what did she say? I had 1,000.
Okay, well, look at that. You knew better than me. You knew it was going to happen.
What else?
Okay, so
What did everybody else get? Yeah, I got 1,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We're good.
So
Just
funny. I wrote 5, and I said 1. Okay, so 1 second. So the bond on the weapons ammunition charge is 1,000. The count 1 on the 6096 is 1,500. And then 150, 150, 150. You got all that. Okay. I can't do anything with what you told me, but the state can.
Sure.
So make sure you call the state attorney's office
State's attorney?
and go down there and sit and talk with the prosecutor who's handling the case so that they can figure out what to do. And then if that doesn't work, go to the public defender's office and speak to the lawyer representing him. Okay?
Very good, appreciate it.
All right, thank you, goodbye. Pierre Warren?
Your Honor, he bonded.
Okay. Jonathan Yarama?
He's a refusal.
It's a waive.
Okay. Waive PC 1,500, count 1 and count 2. And then what are we doing with his open case, which is pretty much the same thing? Is it filed on?
No, Your Honor.
All right, since it's not filed on, you don't want me to take any action, right?
That is correct.
All right, so no action on the open cases since they're not filed on. And last but not least, Kenny Young.
He's a refusal, Your Honor.
Waive, Your Honor.
Okay. PC, petty theft, 1,000, resisting a merchant, 1,000, and his open cases, what are we doing?
He also has 2 other new laws.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, right, hold on. And then 2023 CF 6046 grand theft 500 and resisting 1,000. There's PC there too, that's by a warrant. Oof, and then third case, 6112, possession of cocaine, PC, $1,000 bond. And now what are we doing with his open case?
And state would ask for no return on both of the theft cases.
Okay, no return.
On the,
If that case is filed on, I want to revoke it.
it is not.
It's not. Okay. Arrest in January, still not filed on. Okey dokey. No action on that case since there is no filed charges. Anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, before we close, we have an attorney here for the Quinones. Would you like to be heard now?
Oh, do you need me to tell you what the outcome is, or?
Is he one of the Spanish interpreters?
Yes, he was on the move up.
Trying to find him, but it's like finding
What was it? What's, I can't hear, do you want to announce yourself for the record? And, did you, okay. Oh, so then you don't need me. Court's adjourned.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Bresno Leon, certified Spanish interpreter. I have been previously sworn.
Okay, good morning. We have Mr. Jorge Antonio Vega Rodriguez here. Is that you, sir? Good morning, how are you?
Señor, ¿ese es usted Jorge Antonio Vega Rodríguez?
Sí.
Yes.
Sí, yes.
Okay, this is 23 CF 6143AO. Sir, you have
Num-
2 counts. Count 1 is aggravated assault with a firearm, domestic.
Señor, usted está siendo acusado de agresión agravada con un arma letal. Ese es el cargo 1 en la acusación.
Count 2 is unlawful discharge of a firearm.
Y el cargo número 2 se le acusa de disparar un arma de fuego ilegalmente.
There's probable cause in your affidavit for these charges.
Determino de que existe suficiente causa probable para la acusación.
Your bonds are as follows. Count 1, 8,000.
La fianza es la siguiente. Por el cargo 1 se fija en $8,000.
Count 2, 8,000.
Cargo 2, $8,000 también.
No contact with the victim.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima.
No return to the scene.
Tampoco puede regresar a la escena de los hechos.
No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol.
No puede tener ni consumir ningún tipo de arma, ni bebidas alcohólicas, ni otro tipo de sustancia intoxicantes.
You can go back one time with law enforcement to get your belongings.
Puede regresar solamente una vez acompañado de las autoridades para recoger sus pertenencias.
Okay, did I miss anything?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Gracias, señor. Tenga buen día.
We have one more Spanish interpreter case. This is Jesus Villarruel Salgado. Is that you, sir? Are you
Jesús Villarruel Salgado, ¿ese es usted?
Sí.
Okay,
Yes.
this is case number 2023 MM3202AO. Sir, you're here on a misdemeanor battery charge. There's probable cause in your affidavit. Your bond is $500. No return.
Usted está aquí por la acusación de un delito menor de agresión. No puede regresar a la residencia. La fianza se le fija en $500.
No drugs, no alcohol.
No puede consumir ningún tipo de droga ni bebidas alcohólicas.
Maintain separate residences. Thank you, goodbye.
Tienen que mantener residencia separada. Gracias, tenga buen día.
Gracias a ustedes.
All right, and no contact with the victim. Thank you, goodbye.
Y tampoco puede tener contacto con la víctima.
Yeah, no weapons, too. Let's get it right.
Tampoco puede tener en su posesión ningún tipo de arma, ni de fuego, ni arma blanca.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, goodbye. Okay, thank you, Mr. Interpreter. Have a nice day, goodbye. Okay, we have Manuel Rodriguez next.
Present, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Manuel Joaquin Rodriguez, is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing this morning?
Doing great. And yourself?
I'm well, thank you for asking. 2022 CF 13596, it looks like you're in a probation violation and you're being held no bond, okay? It looks like there's an additional case of possession of methamphetamine. There's probable cause in your affidavit for that, and you're being held on a bond of $1,000 for that case. If I haven't said it already, the public defenders appointed on all cases this morning. And Mr. Rodriguez, that concludes your hearing. Good luck to you, sir. Francione Esther?
Approaching, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. All right, good morning, sir. How are you? Come over here. Hi, how are you? Okay. Everything okay? Creel? Is this Mr. Creel? Oh, you're ahead of me. I have no idea. You're alone today? You don't want to come and hang out with us? It's too much? Probably. I need a break too. Where is she? I want to go sit with her. Okay, Creel's on? Okay. Okay, is the Creole interpreter on? State your name and have you been sworn in?
It's
Mr. Creole, is there a Creole interpreter on the line? Hello?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, Madam Interpreter, can I have your name and have you been sworn in already?
No, I have not, and my name is Michelle Beauvoir.
Okay. Do you swear to interpret from Creole to English and English to Creole to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do.
Thank you so much. We have Mr. Etzer here, case number 2023 CF 6098AO.
Okay, you're very far away. It's very hard for me to hear. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to try and speak up a little bit more.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Etzer, you're here on 2 charges, battery and false imprisonment.
Ok. Monsieur Hector, ou là pour deux accusations, ou là pour batterie et ou là pour emprisonnement, pour aller en prison.
There's probable cause in your affidavit for these charges.
Ok, il y a des causes probables dans le dossier pour accusation ça yo.
He qualifies, Your Honor, for pretrial release.
Okay. Any objection to pretrial release? Okay. We're going to allow you to have pretrial release.
N'a plutôt gagné 3 audiences pour la guerre.
With the following conditions: no return to the scene.
I'm sorry.
No return to the scene. No return to the scene. Do not return to the scene and separate residences.
OK. So, ou gagne ou pas qu'à retourner dans la scène de crime là et ou supposé pas habiter dans le même côté.
No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol.
Ou pas capable gagne zam, ou pas capable gagne alcool. Ou pas gagne drogue.
Maintain separate residences. You can go back one time to get your belongings with law enforcement.
Ou ka retourner la caillou pour aller chercher effet personnel ou avec accompagné de la police.
Did I miss anything? No contact? No contact with the victim.
Ou pas ka gen contact du tout avec victime nan.
You have a question?
Est-ce que vous avez une question?
Oui.
Yes.
Petite là, c'est petite moins lié.
Okay, excuse me, may I ask for him to speak louder, please?
Petite là, c'est petite moins lié. C'est dans la prison de sorti, moi, de prendre la caille, moi. Pendant 10 ans, il prend prison pendant 10 ans. Moi.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I cannot hear him very well. He's saying something, but I'm missing parts of what he's saying.
Autant de bien qu'on y a?
C'est petit tout que lié. Et puis qui ça?
C'est petit moins lié, il était dans la prison pendant 10 ans. Moi, je prends la caille, moi, pour m'aider lui. Égal, c'est aider me taper de lui qui fait, il vérifie la caille, moi. Il gagne 30 ans.
Okay, I'm sorry. I keep hearing noise, and it's very, very difficult for me to make out what he's saying.
Okay.
Could you?
All I heard is my child.
Madam Interpreter, could you
The person
please?
is my child, and then he kept on going, and then I couldn't hear anything. In 30 years, that's it that I could make out.
I'm assuming it's about contact with the child.
She said it was about the child.
That's what it kind of seems like, yeah. That's what she just said, something about child, and then it went out. I'm assuming he's asking about contact with the child.
Madam Interpreter, could you ask the client, is he, I don't know, is he asking about contact with his child?
Est-ce que vous parlez de contact avec petit ou de qui ça va parler de petit ou?
Contact m'a parlé des petites moyens, c'est la caille moins liée. Ok, c'est parce qu'il prend le temps, pas la caille, il prend mon au temps, pas moi-même pas l'aller, c'est ça qui fait ma barre li, c'est ça qui fait ça arriver là, m'a fait rien qui mal. Pour me madame moi, me caille moi, me petite moi, me bon, petite là c'est 30 ans gain.
Okay. I believe he says my daughter was in my house. I was trying to stop her from going to
It's not daughter, it's his
I
son.
have my wife, I have my
And-
child. I have to tell you seriously that I'm not certain that my interpretation is correct because I'm not hearing him properly.
Okay, thank you, goodbye. This concludes your hearing. All right, thank you, Madam Interpreter. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Your Honor, before we proceed, the first defendant, Vega Rodriguez, his victim just came in. Would you like to hear her? She does not need Spanish.
No, I'm gonna hear whoever is here for the defendant after I address the case. After, not before.
We
Right?
heard,
Oh, that was him?
no, it was the first Spanish.
Oh. She just came in?
Yes, she just came in.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
Bring,
She speaks English, you said. You can come in. Oh, yeah, I saw her walk in. Okay, ma'am, what's your name?
Sergio Vasquez.
And what do you want to tell me?
I am not afraid of him, and what was said, or if he aggravated me, he did not. Whatever he did, I believe he was in his right state of mind. He has more of a mental situation going on than harming me or a threat to the community.
Okay. All right, well, thank you so much for the information. We already addressed his case. So what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna recommend to you is you can call the state attorney's office and ask them to modify the application of release conditions that I did this morning. But I can't do that now because I already addressed the case. I won't do it now, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye. All right, are you Mr. Chad Donald Laws? How are you, sir? Okay, you have an out-of-county warrant. Your bond in that case is $570. And you also have an open case. State, what do you want me to do with the open case?
State would request no action, Your Honor.
All right, I'll take no action as recommended by the state on your open case, and that's it. Thank you, goodbye. Yvonne Doolin. Is that you?
Ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Doolin, where is, state, where is the child right now? Do we know?
Per the affidavit, I'm not sure, Your Honor. I know
And what are we
DCF was
do?
contacted,
Okay, so
but-
what are we doing with her? Dad's coming up too. So dad's here, mom's here. What are we doing? What is the recommended?
Your Honor, the child is with her mom.
The child is with her mom. Did I read it wrong? Is this not mom? This is?
With grandma, with
With
defendant's
her
mom.
mom.
Oh, her mom, okay. Okay, so the child is with grandma in a different residence.
Yes.
Okay, and that was with the assistance of DCF's coordination. Okay, wonderful, that's what I needed to know. Okay, Ms. Doolin, your probable cause in your affidavit, it supports the charge of cruelty towards a child, aggravated child abuse, your bond's $3,500. You have to follow DCF's guidelines and recommendations, no contact with the victim unless DCF says you can. Maintain separate residences, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. And you can go back to get your stuff one time with law enforcement. Thank you so much. Or actually, if you're home, then you can stay home and follow the recommendations. If the child's home, you can't be there. So if the child is with grandma at a separate residence, and I guess you can return to the residence. But if the child's there, you can't. So I don't know what your situation is.
He gonna live with my mom.
He's gonna live with your mom at a different address
Yes, ma'am.
pursuant to DCF.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then you can go back to the scene. Thank you.
Your Honor, Lee Frank is a refusal.
And defense will waive, Your Honor.
Okay, PC in the affidavit, count 1 is 1,000, count 2 is 5,000, count 3 is 1,000, and count 4 is 500, and I'm revoking his bond in 2023 CF 4546 AD. And that's it, thank you.
Your Honor, what was the bond, the battery? I'm sorry.
Let's see, conditions for the, no return, no contact, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, separate residences, but his residence is gonna be here, so that shouldn't be an issue.
And Your Honor, what was the bond for the battery DV?
I
1,000?
lost it.
Please.
1,000, thank you. Gilberto Luis Rivera, is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good morning. I see you have a witness here. Give me 1 second. You have a warrant on 2 counts, Mr. Rivera. The warrant issued is count 1, kidnapping, count 2, battery. And let's hear from the witness. Ma'am, what's your name?
Eastwinette Velasquez.
Is it closer to the microphone?
Eastwinette Velasquez.
Okay, and what would you like to tell the court?
I'm not afraid of him. He is my husband. It was just a misunderstanding. I'm not sure what's going on. We didn't even know he had a warrant.
All right, State, do you have questions for her?
No, Your Honor, I have notes in the file that she was at our office yesterday, not wanting to prosecute.
I got you.
It is a first-degree felony that is punishable by life, given the victim's testimony, and that she has already told her office she would like to drop. You have the discretion to set bond. State would ask that you use your discretion to set bond, even though it is a PBL.
So I don't have to give him a bond today?
You don't have to. It's a first-degree
Because
felony that's
because
punishable
it's a
by life.
kidnapping?
However,
I don't have the affidavit. That's the issue I have.
I
Do you have an affidavit for me?
I can provide one to you, Your Honor. 1 second. I can print it.
He's the sole provider, and like for our children. So this is like an inconvenience.
Somewhere.
Do you have it? Oh, did you just print that for me? Oh, you have it too. I have it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so
Our clerk's
much.
a little bit faster than I
Yeah.
am.
Oh, yeah.
Would you let know? We do have one. Witness, yeah, witness, and I read it. I believe you were pushing her back in the car, you hit her.
Okay. As to count one, it's no bond. As to the count two battery, it's $1,000 bond. No contact with the victim, no return to the scene, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. You can go back one time to get your belongings if you do,
don't live
if you are released with law enforcement. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye. Thank you, bye. Quashan Rivers, is that you, sir? Good morning. How are you? Okay. All right. We addressed your this case with mom before, so sir, your bonds, whatever I did on the other case, I'm so sorry. I think it was 8,000.
No, it was 35. I think.
35? Okay, so it's a $3,500 bond. You're going to have no contact with the victim, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. You can go home because your son is staying with grandma at a separate residence, okay? And you have to follow DCF's instructions. Did I miss anything? No? Okay, that's all. Thank you, bye. All right.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Bagley is mental health.
Bagley is mental health. Waive?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. PC in the affidavit. Bond is 500. No weapons, no drugs, no return. You can go back one time to get his stuff with law enforcement. No contact. Thank you. Robert Booher?
Booher is medical.
Okay, Robert Booher.
Defense waives.
Okay, PC in the affidavit. No return to 6540 Stardust Lane. No contact with the co-defendant, who I think is also the victim. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Bond is 500, PC in the affidavit. Did I miss anything? Okay.
Nope.
Eusebio Camacho Medina. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yourself?
I'm good, thank you so much. All right, you're here on a battery. There's probable cause in your affidavit, and I'm going to issue a bond, $500, no contact with the victim, no return to the scene, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. If you live at this place, then you have to go back one time. You can go back one time to get your belongings with law enforcement. Okay? Thank you so much. Jesus Cedeno. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. All right, looks like you failed to appear on a domestic battery, and now there is a capias for you, and the judge has issued a no bond status for your case until you see the judge. Okay? Thank you. Goodbye. Nathaniel Davia.
Your Honor, he's medical.
Okay, Mr. Davia is waived. There's PC in the affidavit. It's a battery, domestic, $500 bond, no return to the Avanti Hotel. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. If his stuff's there, he can go back one time with law enforcement. No contact with the victim.
And Your Honor, yeah, he
They both
he travels.
Yeah, and Camacho's are out of state as well. They both were co-combatants in each other's case.
Yep.
Davila is in Illinois.
Who's in Illinois?
Nathaniel Davila. And then, I'm sorry, Camacho that was just there, he lives in Indiana. So they're both co-combatants in each other's case.
Can they both be allowed to return?
Yeah, no problem returning to the state they reside in.
Thank you.
Tahi, you doing this all by yourself?
Taji Felton.
Are you Mr. Felton?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you, sir?
I'm great, and yourself?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for asking. Looks like you're here on a battery domestic, and there's PC in the, there's probable cause in the affidavit. Your bond set at $500. No return to the scene, no contact with the victim, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. If you live there, you can go back. Is it your mom's house?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can go back one time to get your stuff with law enforcement. That's all. Thank you. Goodbye.
Your Honor, he qualifies for pretrial release.
Yeah, pretrial release is fine. Peter Michael Corneluk.
Yes, Your Honor. Corneluk is mental health.
Okay, waive.
waive, Your Honor. He qualifies for pretrial release.
Okay, and I assume if the state's not saying anything, there's no objection, okay?
Correct, Your Honor.
Pretrial release, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, no return to 1438 Marble Crest Way. And if you have to go back one time with law enforcement, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Thank you.
That's on both cases?
Both cases, yes. That's the 23mm 310AW and 23mm 309AW, PC $500 each. And let me start again. Second count on 23mm 310 is $250.
It's PTR.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's $250. PTR. I want to give bonds so terribly. So pretrial release on both cases. So sorry.
Contact, Your Honor, with both victims?
Yes, no contact with both victims. Brian Ledvora, is that you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Ledvora, you're here on two counts of battery.
He qualifies for pretrial release.
Okay. We'll do pretrial release.
Thank you.
No contact. Do you live with is it your dad? Do you live with your dad?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can't live there. You can't have contact with him. So you have to find someplace else to go. You also can't go back to this car wash place. So no return to the scene, no contact with the victim. You can go back to get your stuff one time, maintain separate residences, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Did I miss anything?
Nope.
And pretrial release. Thank you, goodbye. Asia Malo, hello, good morning, how are you?
She qualifies for pretrial release, Your Honor.
All right, there's probable cause in your affidavit for this battery. I'll allow pretrial release. Your conditions of pretrial release are to stay away from the co-defendants and the victim in the case and don't return to 6540 Stardust Lane. If you live there, you can go get your stuff one time. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, no contact.
Stay at the residence? That's my mom's house. I live there.
Does he live there?
If the victim lives there, you can't live there.
Me and my mom and my kid.
Right, so you can't live there because that's what the order says. You're gonna have to find another place because it's no contact with the victim. And they're not here to argue differently.
Well, he is. I just don't know if he's.
So you can talk to your lawyer and they can modify the release conditions after today. Okay? You can call your lawyer and they'll set a hearing with the judge assigned to your case and ask for a modification of the release conditions. Okay, so this is just for today. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Just for today.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I believe he was trying to do the same thing where we just have no hostile contact. So, because he doesn't have anywhere to go either. I'm like the only person here in Florida that he has also. So I
Right.
don't want him to have to be.
I can do, so it'll be no contact, maintain separate residences, and then you're gonna have to figure out if he's there, you're not there. And if you're there, he's not there.
Right.
But it's your responsibility.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, goodbye. Right, don't do the no return, thank you. You're quicker than me. Can you do this one? Yes, but I don't know, I forgot who the other guy is. Is he coming up? Okay. Oh, is that what happened? Okay. Because I have no memory once I do it. It just floats through the frontal lobe, doesn't go into the brain. This is the one I'm doing now? Okay, Michael Martinez LeBron, is that you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I see somebody's here, so just, hello, how are you? Give me 1 second to go through his case. All right, Mr. Martinez LeBron, you're here on a battery domestic. The affidavit supports probable cause for the charge.
He qualifies, Your Honor.
You do qualify for pretrial release, thank you so much, so I'll allow that. Let me hear, are you the victim in the case, ma'am? What's your name?
My name, Santa Lebron.
You're Santa LeBron?
Yes.
Okay, and what would you like to tell the court?
I'm emotional.
Okay, do you want to ask her some questions?
No.
Good morning, ma'am. Can you please state your relationship to Mr. Martinez
I'm his
LeBron?
mother.
Are you afraid of him?
No, not at all. Not
Has
at all.
anything like
He's
this
a
ever-
good kid. It was probably my fault because I was talking to him.
You got to, no. You answer her questions. I understand it's very emotional and I'm sure there's a lot that happened, but we only need to know a few things, and she's going to ask you very important questions, okay? Thank you so much.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
No.
And do you want to have contact with him while this case is pending? Do you want to have contact with him while this case is pending?
Yes, I want to be contact with him. Yes.
Serious no further questions.
Okay, okay. And you're not afraid of him?
Not at all.
Okay. All right, I'll allow pretrial release, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, no hostile contact with the victim. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, goodbye, thank you. Catherine Pabon? Ms. Pabon, good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. You're here on a battery charge. There's probable cause in the affidavit. Does she qualify for pretrial release?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll give you pretrial release, no return to the scene at 5635 La Costa Drive. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. If you need to go back because you live there, you can go back and get your stuff one
Your
time.
Honor, it states, pretrial services put that the victim has found another residence to live at. They spoke with him. Do you see it, pretrial?
Who lives at 5635 La Costa Drive?
I do.
Do you pay the rent?
My mother does.
Oh, it does say that victim has found another place, but if we can.
Is your mother the mother is the victim?
No.
What's your mother's name?
My mother's name is Martha Mitchell.
The victim does list the same address that he gave to law enforcement.
Yeah.
State would just ask for separate residences and one time.
Okay.
That way she can go back, and if he's not there, she can stay.
Okay. All right, separate residences instead of no return. Thank you, goodbye.
Your Honor, was there a no contact?
No contact. Yes, separate residence, one return. All right, good morning, sir. Are you Caleb Parrish?
I am.
Okay, you're here on a violation of a domestic injunction. There's probable cause in your affidavit. Your bond is set at $2,000. No contact with the victim. No return to 17342 Lake Ingram Road. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. What do you want me to do, state with the 2021 CT 2322AO? Nothing?
State like what the no contact is.
Your Honor, I would argue no PCS to the violation of a domestic violence injunction. We don't have a case number. It just says a check of FCIC shows an active no contact order. We don't have any information other than a blanket statement, so defense would argue no PC.
Okay, any response?
Your Honor, it's not within the affidavit. I do see the court case number that I believe it is the officer is referring to. However, it's not within the four corners of the affidavit, so state would ask for a 24-hour reset to ensure that there's PC.
Okay,
That's why
I'll reset it, but I think there's, this is sufficient to me. So what do you want to do? You want to reset it for the case number?
If you have it, do you have it?
I think this is sufficient probable cause. I don't think a case number makes probable cause.
There was a final injunction, just for the record, in 22 DR 9245 with Mr. White as the petitioner and Mr. Parrish as the
I will waive him.
Okay. And no action to the DUI. Thank you so much. Stephen Villanueva?
Present, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Villanueva?
And he qualifies for pretrial release. Your Honor.
Okay, pretrial release, probable cause in the affidavit. Do you live at 4646 Middlebrook Road?
Yes.
It appears that that victim has left her pretrial release as well, Your Honor. It states that the victim has moved when they spoke to the victim.
So what about the kids?
DCF was contacted, so it was just asked for separate residence, one-time return, and to comply with DCF.
Okay.
because they may enter a different order.
All right, no contact with the victim, separate residences, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Follow DCF's rules, yeah.
Okay.
One-time return if she's there, yeah. Trying to write this stuff down, I'm never gonna remember. Look at me, making notes, Wednesday. Yeah, I know. Mariana Brady, is that you? Okay, how are you today?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thanks for asking. You have an out-of-county warrant, and there's a $1,000 bond on your case. And that's all I have for you. Okay, thank you, goodbye.
All right.
Moneshka Cornel, how are you? Good morning. Okay, looks like you have an out-of-county warrant as well, and there's no bond on your case. You're going to Broward. Thank you, goodbye. Jesse Lee Ivy,
Yes.
how are you, sir?
Good.
All right, you have an out-of-county warrant as well, and the bond's at $500, looks like Seminole County, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, goodbye. Michael Major, is that you?
Yes.
Good morning, how are you? All right. You have an out-of-county warrant in Broward on a DWLS, your bond is $500, okay?
What?
Thank you, goodbye.
I think he's here on two.
Oh, were there two for him?
It's Michael Major, yes, I believe it.
Do we need him back?
He has one for,
I think they,
What was a red?
Two out-of-county warrants?
for Broward. One is for $419.33. Oh, no,
Okay.
that's a civil matter.
Okay,
We're good.
all right, thank you. Okay, thank you, goodbye. Christina Mazul,
Yes.
all right, how are you?
Good, ma'am.
All right, looks like you're here on an out-of-county warrant for 2 counts on a grand theft, Sarasota County, okay?
Your Honor, she does have an ice hold.
She has an ice hold too. Oh, that's
Immigration hold.
unfortunate. Okay, thank you, goodbye. Randolph Smith,
Your Honor, he bonded.
he bonded on his out-of-county warrant for $5,000, organized fraud, obtained property. Very interesting. Zainal Abidin,
Your Honor, they say Lake County was here to pick him up.
oh, that was fast. Okay, wonderful. He left. Felony warrants, VOP. Wanda Bratcher. Is that you, ma'am?
ma'am.
How are you?
I'm blessed.
Okay, it looks like you're here on a warrant for violation of probation. Judge Egan says no bond on your case, okay? You'll see Judge Egan on your probation violation. Thank you, goodbye. Mark Brown?
Your Honor, he's a refusal.
Okay, but,
it's a waive.
okay. Mark Brown has a warrant signed by Judge Strobridge, no bond on Mr. Brown.
He has a second case as well.
And the second case, possession of methamphetamine, PC in the affidavit, bonds $4,000. Thank you. Juan Cruz. Are you Mr. Cruz? Hello, Mr. Cruz, how are you?
Okay.
All right, you're here on a probation violation. Judge Bleckman's case, he gave you a bond of $2,000, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you, goodbye. Chantel Donson,
Your Honor, she's a refusal.
okay, Ms. Donson, wave? Wave? Ms. Donson,
Oh,
wave?
sorry, waive, sorry.
Wave, Ms. Donson, she has a warrant signed by Judge Strobridge holding her no bond. Thank you.
Let me see.
Daltonica Shorter, is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how are you, sir?
I'm all right, ma'am.
Okay, you have a probation violation here. Let's look at it. Judge Harris signed a warrant for you and has asked for you to be held no bond on your probation violation case. So you'll see her. All right, thank you, goodbye. Dominique Tolbert, is that you, sir? How are you this morning? Okay, you're here on a probation violation charge. It looks like Judge Strobert signed a probation violation warrant for you and is asking that you be held no bond until you see her. Thank you, goodbye. Jofreda Washington, hello, how are you, ma'am?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. It looks like you're here on a probation violation, and Judge Weiss has indicated he wants to see you no bond. Thank you. Goodbye.
It's a man judge.
Yeah, he's so nice, though. He's great. You're
That
gonna.
one I had the last time?
I don't know who you had last time, but I like Judge Weiss. He's a good judge.
Yes, ma'am.
He's a very kind, sweet. He's always smiling.
Okay.
Are you telling him Judge Starr said hi? Okay, bye. Nice to see you. Have a great day. Where you been? You don't want to say what else? You don't tired of the show? I'll take it. Just leave it here. I'll carry it. Unless you want extra steps, you want to walk and burn an extra couple calories, have an extra snack today. No, I know. I get what you're doing. You left us alone. We're so lonely. Okay. All right, we're gonna do this other thing. Eric Rafael Carrillo Reyes, 23 CF 4080 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Today's the 10th, right? Yeah. Walter Homan, 23 CF 2736 AO.
Denied and information was filed.
Catherine Marie Riley, 23 CF 4431 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Rogelio Vidal Diaz, 23 CF 4554 AO.
Denied and information was filed.
Ronald Devon Hughes, 23 CF 4817 AO.
Granted, notice on filing.
Alexander Christian Allen, 23 CF 4035 AO.
Denied and information was filed.
Ronald Andrew III Toller, 23 CF 4374 AO.
7-4 granted, notice and on filing.
Hold on one second. Corrections, what time do you want to start?
Oh, Your Honor.
2 hours you need, right?
Yeah, we have 70.
Right, so is 2 hours enough? What time is it? All right, so you want to start at noon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, wonderful, that works for me. Okay, that's enough time for you all? Okay, so we'll start at noon. Okay, thank you so much. All right, sorry about that. Ronald Andrew Toller III, 23 CF 4375.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Ronald Devon Hughes, 23 CF 4439 AO.
Denied and information was filed.
Thomas Lamar McCrimmon, 23 CF 4370 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Tracy Lavelle McKell, 23 CF 3687 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Kenneth Horace Lyman, 23 CF 3655 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Alice Temple, 23 CF 4450 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Carlos Andres Torres Cardona, 23 CF 4085 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Aldair Gonzalez, 23 CF 4545 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
All right, we're in recess till noon. Thank you, bye.